Hey kids, so here is lesson 4, level 6. This is C, that street painter. We'll go back here and look at that. So this is the street painter. We're going to do the same thing. We want to turn a while loop into a for loop. Again, but we're going back and using the painter object. So again, I've got this street painter object that is named painter. And it's starting at the position 8-2, and it's facing south with 50 units of paint. So I believe that's going to be up here in the upper right-hand corner is where it's going to start. I've got an array of strings that are colors: red, blue, orange, purple, and green. And then there is a paint lines method, which must take that string array. And 4 is, I believe, is going to be the number of sides in this this polygon that it's going to paint. And let's go to the street painter for a moment. So the street painter extends the painter class. And so the constructor, a street painter constructor, takes an X and Y for the location, takes a direction, and takes an amount of paint. And all of that stuff is handled by the superclass, which is the painter. And so here is a paint lines method, which takes the string of paint colors and the number of sides. If you recall, we had that paint colors in the neighborhood runner, and the number of sides was 4. And so we're going to do this paint multi-line paint colors method, and then we're going to turn right. So it seems like we're probably going to paint one side of this 4-sided polygon, then turn right and paint another side. And so there's the turn right method, which is used up here. And then here is the paint multi-line, which is also used right there. And so the paint multi-line has a while loop, and we want to turn this while loop into a for loop. So the only thing I need to do is I don't need this line, I don't need this line, and I do not need that line. And then what I can do is I can put in a for int index equals 0. And I want my index to be less than the paint colors length. And I want to increase my index by 1 every time. And then I will put a curly brace there. And this is what I want to do. The first time through, I want to paint colors using index 0. And then I want to move. And then I want to paint the next color. And then I want to move. Then I want to paint the next color. I want to move. Then I want to paint the next color. I want to move. And I believe there are 6 colors in that list. But maybe there are only 5. But let's run and see what it does. There you go. So that red's that first color, goes red, blue, orange, that purplish color, green, and then it turns right again. And it's going to go up here to the top, and it's going to turn right, paint, and then paint again. So that seemed to work. Got to run our test, though. Got to run our test. There you go. All right, so let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to convert the while loop to a for loop to paint a multicolored background. So let's go take a gander at this. Again, a bunch of colors, a background painter object, which starts in the upper left-hand corner, faces east, and has 100 units of paint. So that's not going to run out of paint probably anytime soon. If I go to the background painter class, the constructor is just passing all those input parameters to the super, letting the super handle that. There's my turn right method. And here is the paint multi-background. It takes the string of paint colors. And so I want to turn this while loop to a for loop. So my guess, there is the paint line. I'm going to paint a line as long as I can keep moving, and it's going to be that particular color. So let's see. The only thing I need to change is I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need that. So the only thing I need to do now is put in my for loop. So for int, I'll use index equals 0, and I want the index to always be less than whatever the length of the paint colors is. And I want to increment the index by 1 every time. I need a curly brace, but I don't need that second curly brace because I have the matching curly brace down here. So this should work. It's going to call the paint line method. So there's my paint line method down here. And it's just going to paint a line. And then here's my turn to the next row. So if I'm facing east, if I'm facing towards the right, I want to turn right. And if I can move, I want to move. And I want to turn right again. Else I want to turn left. And if I can move, I want to move. And then I want to turn left one more time. So that's kind of getting me to the next line. So let's run this puppy, see what happens. This looks like it's working. Now I wonder if it's going to paint light pink on the next one. So it's got pink, and then it's got light pink. Oh, there it goes. So it does paint every one of those colors in each line. So that's pretty good. Let's run the test, make sure the test is working. And it is. All right. That's the lesson 4, level 6, choose your own adventures. I hope this has been helpful. I'll do a lesson 7 here in a second.